dollar-sized hail and damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Alright, we are live. Maybe. Why aren't we going live? Alright. Here we're live.
Maybe we got time.
Okay,
I'm trying to like that.
we're live.
Hopefully not gonna take over tape. You don't want to be
Alright. Well, there's a possible. Hold on a minute. So we've got some storms firing up in Oklahoma. We have a storm near Enid, Oklahoma. That's already severe warned. This storm has organized really fast into a supercell. And it's going to be a main risk for severe weather as we go later into the day. Like pretty much anywhere in the track of the supercell can get some strong storms. And then some more storms like this one could pop up. Even maybe a few more like over here too. And then later in the night we see a line of storms pop up. This will cause more of a damaging winds and hail threat, or not damaging winds threat, maybe even a few tornadoes in the line of storms. And then we do have a tiny area of rotation. It was a little bit stronger a few seconds ago. Yeah, it's like 2 radar scans ago, it was really a lot stronger right here. But it has the rotation has weakened, but doesn't mean that it won't come back, because it probably won't come back. We have another storm trying to form near Hennessy. This one's not as favorable for it to like spawn tornadoes and stuff. This one's more favorable because it's a stronger supercell and some more favorable conditions. This one doesn't have as much favorable as much of a favorable environment as this one does. But we'll see.
No shot,
We'll
bro.
go later in the night. Do you have some rotation near Enid? That's growing. Yes, YouTube, I do have parent guardians.
I'm a guardian
Got my brother right there. He is old.
of the galaxy.
He's almost 16, so.
Straight up.
I got my mom and stepdad are in a different room.
They're here.
They're
Making
here.
sure we don't burn anything down.
Not
Don't worry,
gonna
YouTube,
burn.
nothing dangerous going on here.
We're just covered in severe weather. While we wait for these storms to fire, we can actually talk about our storms. We had a tornado here California are there. I don't know the exact area, but it went observed. The National Weather Service saw it off of a camera, like one of the cameras. These cameras. Not these cameras, but there was a camera here, and they found that's where they saw the tornado off of to make it observed. I'm pretty sure. If you're here, welcome to the chat.
Oh yeah, I'll see. What are they talking about? Oh yeah. I see this thing doesn't explode. What are they talking about, people?
This Enid storm needs some more time to develop into a tornado threat. Give it some time. There's an isolated few storms that can pop up down here too. Like in this area. We could see a few storms pop up. Weak, but still strong enough. And then we could also see some storms up here. Let's look at our National Weather Service outlook for today. We have a 10% hatched area for tornadoes all the way from like just southwest of Kansas City all the way down to southern Oklahoma. This is for damaging or strong and damaging tornadoes, possible too. And then we have a large damaging wind threat over Kansas City metro area. It even has a hatched risk for strong damaging winds. And then we have a huge hail risk stretching from like northern Kansas all the way down to like near Dallas, Texas. So we are expecting a few supercells to pop up, like in this area, like this one already did, or maybe even a few isolate or like different supercells to pop up. And then, as we go later in the night, we'll see a large line of storms coming through, causing our wind threat. Well, actually, it's going to be a few different line of storms, but still. Let's look at our models here. HRRR. It shows, the HRRR actually doesn't show our storm that we're dealing with that's severe warned form until a little bit longer, but as you can see, there's like a few isolated storms down here, a few in here, and then we can see some up here. Even all the way up north, we can see a few, like this one. And then as we go later, these storms will still try and produce tornadoes. We'll have some scattered, like,
Flash out!
and then we see this line of storms move
Flash out!
through. HRRR doesn't go that far, so we're going to check this one for the line of storms. This is Swan's actually east, way more east than I thought it's supposed to. But we see mainly our line of storms over Kansas. I guess our Dallas threat was more of a conditional threat. We still could see a line of storms, maybe even a few supercells forming down. Alright, well, let's look at what the tornado watch probabilities are. So we have 50% tornado risk overall. So like 50, that kind of means like 50% chance of 2 or more tornadoes. And then we have a 50% chance of a tornado EF2 plus rating. And then we have all these other risks like the wind risk, which is moderate for overall wind risk, and then 30% chance for 70 plus mile per hour wind risk. And then we have 60% for overall hail threat and 2-inch plus hail threat. So overall, this is going to be a high risk for severe hazards. do have a rare moderate risk over areas of northeastern Arkansas all the way into southwestern Indiana. This could stretch up a little bit more and include like areas like Cincinnati, Ohio, and maybe even more of Louisville. But for the main point right now, this is what we have, and it's a big risk for tornadoes. Let's look at the not the H triple. Let's look at the NAM 3K. As we see these storms in Oklahoma fire off. And then this is what we had a line of storms forming in areas of Texas. And then as we go later in, we start to see some a line of storms early in the day forming over Indiana. And then as we go later into the afternoon, we see some supercells possibly forming. Anywhere from like anywhere in this area has a few chance for a supercell to form. We even have some isolated storms that could produce tornadoes up here. And then as we go later, most of these storms get engulfed by the line of storms that's formed here, but we still could see a few QLCS tornadoes as this line of storm tracks east. And then eventually by like early morning and like over into like the midnight hours, this storm is exiting this risk, and then we have another risk for the next day that we'll talk about different time. But main thing is we have this early line of storms moving through for damaging winds. Hail, even isolated QLCS tornado. And then we see supercells pop up in our moderate risk. Going all the way far even into some parts of Ohio. And as we go late into the night, we see a line of storms move through. And we'll have another risk the next day. Anyway, let's check back up on our today's threat. This is something. Still have severe thunderstorm running on the floor. Now we have ping pong ball sized hail. And we did have some rotational storms earlier. Let's check if we have some now. I mean, we still have a tiny area of rotation right here, but the storm still has a while until it's gonna go stronger. Actually, not too long. Yeah, we do see some storms trying to fire in Texas. These could have some hail and damaging winds, maybe even a tornado threat in Texas. And that will also lead to our tornado threat in like this area too. Those storms, maybe even some more. Tina, what do you mean by 3 to 5? Still do see the storm producing some large hail. Let's go over what's mainly, like pushing our storm system to become like a strong storm. Ooh, we do have some isolated storms in Florida today. So what's really pushing this storm tomorrow to be really like bad is our jet stream. It's gonna be very strong. Is this one not done yet? Alright. We'll look at the 21 It's gonna be very strong over these areas. We can see it go more in depth on our NAM model. Give a very strong jet stream. Tina is cooked. Yeah, this is a very strong jet stream. Gonna be pushing our storm tomorrow. So you see it like really push up here. Deeply will cause storms to initiate down there. I feel like our main threat for tomorrow won't be in where they highlighted it. I think when they update it, it will include a little bit more of Arkansas, maybe even some of Mississippi. No, it's bad drawing. Hold on, let me redo it. Do like this. Is where our threat would be, for, in my opinion, based on the model. But you know, they always change. Supercell's taking nice shape. You're north, Enid. There's some rotation. Dude, it's so hard to tell. Like, on this radar, it's so hard to tell. Like rotation out. We do see strong rotation on our other radar. So, this thing could go tornado 1 soon. We should go on Davis weather stream. But I really get a notification.
If you're in need of a new wallet,
Let's check our echo tops. Wow, we got strong storm develop. This is a strong supercell. We got high echo tops. Got tennis ball sized hail on the storm near Enid.
They're tennis balls sized?
Yeah, tennis ball sized hail on Enid, Oklahoma. Yeah, look at that. This is where our like hail ball is right here.
Talking about hail balls that are tennis ball sized?
Mhm.
Ah.
Bro, you're so.
What?
It's actually wild, bro.
What is stream gonna have to end?
No,
Oh my gosh.
but still.
I'm too clean with it.
Yeah, we have tennis ball sized hail with the storm southwest of, or it's actually over Hunter, but our hail ball is southwest of Hunter, Oklahoma. And it's huge hail. I mean, that's where our hail ball is right there. Cooked. We do have another storm, looking like it could spawn. Now west of Enid. This is gonna be less of a damaging or less of a threat, but still has the threat because the reason it's gonna be less of a threat is because the conditions are being taken by this storm right here. A lot of the conditions are not. The atmosphere is semi stable from the storm, so it's not going to be as unstable for the storm to form. But there's still enough instability that this could cause like a weak tornado to go later into the day. Bro, there's nothing happening right now. Except for some tennis ball sized hail. Storms in Texas are firing pretty fast. This one's already got some small hail on it. It could have some small hail on it. This storm still does have a little bit of rotation, but for some reason, this radar cannot pick up the rotation on this storm. It's only the Oklahoma City metro radar. I'm gonna go and grab water, everyone. I'll be right back. While I'm gone, I'm just gonna play on mute. I'm coming down here. Oh, I'm cold. Grab some sort of random old blanket. Because our main blankets are in the washer. So, yeah, I got a Mario blanket. Got the Mario blanket. This is fire. Alright, well, we are back. Still got tennis ball sized hail on the storm near Hunter. I don't think they're gonna let the severe thunderstorm warning expire, so they'll probably add a new one. It'll go from here all the way up to like this area pretty soon. The storm is still severe. still no, like, I take that back. There's some rotation now. Finally getting picked up by this radar. Wouldn't be surprised if they put out a warning soon. This, like, off the storm. This, like, is so, this is the weirdest radar ever. It's, like, acting weird. Let's just use this one as our rotation. And let's just use this radar to do this. Yeah, rotation right here. And it goes along with the storm's hook. But this one isn't working very well for some reason. My phone is not charging. Alright.
Oh gosh. I don't even have to deal with him anymore. Ugh.
Yeah, they did it in whole. They did do exactly what I thought they were gonna do. Put the storm near Ponca City. And it has now a baseball-sized hail label on it with that's 2.75 inches. That's big hail. So make sure you're covering your car. The storm is a destructive storm. Huge hail, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and it has destructive radar label. Yep. Time phase. Check back on our storms in California. We still do have some like random rotation on random thunderstorms in California. Literally like no rain in most places right now. Although places in Nebraska are getting some thunderstorms. How's that? Storm is picking up here. Ooh. We do have hook echo now. We finally, it's showing a little bit of rotation. But let's check, like always, we always gotta check the Oklahoma City one. Because it's more accurate right now. It's not showing rotation either, so the storm isn't rotating very much yet, if it is. Destructive storm. 2.75 inches of hail, or 2.75 inch hail is actually wild. You don't understand how huge that is. Oh my gosh. 2.75 inches is huge. We have a flood watch. Like a huge extensive flood watch. Anywhere from like Columbus, Ohio to Little Rock, Arkansas is like under a flood watch. Why won't it show up? Tropical. There we go. Oh, that's Flash Flood Watch. This is Flood Watch. We actually have a PDS Flood Watch. PDS Flood Watch. Which is actually crazy. 12 to 15 inches. And 6 to 10 inches is expected in most places. 12 to 15 inches in some places. This doesn't include Nashville, Tennessee. That's not the PDS. You can see some flooding. We already do have flood warnings. And there's no rain. There's tons of flood warnings. My alerts went from 2 to 90 from just turning on all of these. All these alerts. There's now 90 alerts. But as we satisfyingly take them all out. No one's in my chat. Still tiny bit of rotation in the storm. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a tornado watch increase up here. Especially like in this area, as these two supercells can move through. I think there's going to be a form one up here maybe too. And then these storms could start rotating soon. Large hail on the storm. Ow. I hurt my arm playing VR earlier, or yesterday. I slammed my arm. Yo, we have 2 viewers right now. Whoever the second viewer is, type in the chat. Now we have a third. Oh, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in Orlando. Over Oviedo. For 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and what did it say? Less than an inch sized hail. Hulk. Alcor. It's raining in Australia. The storm's starting to take more of a supercellular, like, look to it on radar, you know? So far, not much has happened. Still have a destructive storm with huge hail. And it could start rotating any moment. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for a completely different storm forming northwest of our supercell right now. This storm could actually cause our supercell to not have much of a threat anymore, but that's far out. Yo. Oh, what the heck? That, bro? When are we gonna give a new radar update for the storm near Ponca City?
Dalton, can I have the computer in like 20 minutes? 20 minutes at 8 o'clock.
Till?
I don't know, like,
Like, I don't know, an hour. Why couldn't you play, Brayden?
I might have to end the stream before the stream really started. So we haven't seen any really like tornadoes yet. We have some large hail in some places. And I sadly might have to end this stream so that my brother can play on the PC. But I would want to, if storms are stronger later today, like tonight, if storms are still looking at tornadoes possible later tonight after I get the PC back at like, yo, what is this like opposite hook? Anyway, if storms are still looking strong and severe tonight, I would want to stream, but if they're not looking strong, I will put a community post out and say I'm not able to stream. But yeah, I will attempt to get a stream in. A stream in later today. So yeah, I'm talking to no one at this point. No one's watching my chat. This storm is hooking the opposite way, which is weird. But I think it still will hook this way. Still have a little bit of rotation. Why are these storms all rotating the wrong way? Just doesn't feel right for a supercell to rotate this way. This feels natural for it to rotate this way. Finally, we got an update. The last update was 2 minutes ago, and one before that was 3 minutes ago. So this update's still a minute ago. Oklahoma City 1 is getting faster updates. Okay. I think I am going to end the stream, but we can end up streaming a little bit later. I will be back later today streaming. I'm going to give my brother the PC so he can play with his friends. Stream later today.